are starting with Zomba versus John. It sounds like we are seeing the R.O.B ditto. I do believe John doesn't like it that much, but of course, I feel like when you're put on stream like this, you kind of have to oblige for a little bit.
Yeah. And I really, appreciate this match going on because we're really going to get to see the character traits or player traits of a character coming through. So we'll definitely see some differences and similarities and really highlight those right now. And already off the bat, we're seeing Zomba just pile on the damage, near untouched. Finally gets 10% on from John's side, but come on!
They're touching. They're touching.
I know I
tips.
said the characters would be there, but I didn't need an exact mirror, man.
I don't know. I think R.O.B, like you said earlier, that move is lasting a long time, so that'll catch a long time pretty easily. But like you said earlier, that we'll see a lot of like expression coming out from a Ditto. I think R.O.B is also one of those characters that has the freedom of options to give you so many different like play styles with the character. You can see like a tech junkie that just goes in and like kills you off of one touch, the Nair bot, or you could just be the down tilt spammer. There's so much you can do with this character.
Yeah, that based on the also the fact that more projectile heavy characters that like to stay far away, and you could get tilted by that. There's some people that feed off of that. Plus the ones that go box straight in your face, like Zomba has been doing so far this entire match.
He does it all.
And right now, John has a little bit of a reversal, but he's prioritizing those the gyros pretty heavily. Does get Zomba a little bit of clearance on stage. And right now, the way that Zomba's been moving in, John really hasn't had an answer.
Oh, you can't pop a
you can't really give him that real estate in order to move in, because that's just giving him every other chance to close that gap from mid-range to close range and sort of capitalize like he is doing right now.
Do we see the back air? Not. Maybe still. Who knows? It's just, I feel like the way Zomba's playing this is he's like, while John is jumping forward, Zomba's jumping back. Like short hopping backward, watching the whiff happen is like, oh, you're landing on front of me? That's great. Down tilt. And then I start my chain as opposed to you getting anything for hitting me.
Okay. And again, locking out again that lethal back air. Saw for that second stock, and it wrote the book for that first stock there. Zomba going up 1-0 against John. John shaking his head just a little bit, but you gotta wonder what's going to be his adjustment going forward here. Like you said, I do think that not expending as many options to just swing at air and coming up short is a definite factor that
especially like what I've noticed as a player is that when you tend to get just slightly outpaced every single like interaction, because I felt like Zomba only barely like dodged. That's really good microspacing, but it was really close. That feeds in the mentality of like, I have to press faster, therefore I can hit you before you could get away slightly fast enough. And I think that feeds into itself of you're still going to keep pushing forward when in reality you need to rein it in a little bit.
Okay. Zomba going to the skies to avoid the near ledge edge guard, but John doing pretty respectable, challenging him. Obviously, R.O.B up air is going to challenge every other character as he trades gyros here as well.
So we talk about like down throw, up tilt, up air being a chance time, but I feel like there's a secret hidden secondary chance time of what does Nair beat out or not. Because I've seen some interesting things just outright beat Nair, and I've seen Nair just completely decimate even like the biggest sorties for no reason.
Oh yeah, it's a big factor in R.O.B's toolkit. Definitely good approach option. Landing it is relatively safe.
Ooh, the double up tilt? We're getting a little bit. Wait a minute.
And like you said, because of how Zomba was not really utilizing that Nair all too much, John was able to throw out a double up tilt. Okay, tracking, but Zomba picks up the pieces afterward. Again, the microspacing may be alluded to him getting that down smash and realizing it was just far enough in order to hit the head of John's R.O.B there.
John, I wonder if he like caught it with a down tilt and threw it forward. The combo trees on this character are so expressive. I just love watching R.O.B combos. Does he do the double up tilt again? He doesn't get a single up tilt this time. We are slacking, John. Put it together.
Damage percent would show probably that he wouldn't get it that time around. However, he is trying to fight back on main stage. Can't get the down tilt that he wanted, and again, that tracking big laser will pursue you out to the ledge, and Zomba will take it to the full extent. No, goes for Nair to the back air. And landing, John gets to fight back, gets a grab for his efforts on platform 2.
Ooh, they're going for just the jump read, and then we talk about the primary chance time not going in Zomba's favor for that one, unfortunately. Now, I actually didn't mention this earlier that John does have an Aegis, but I thought after game 1 we may definitely see the switch, but looking at it now, I think we're definitely seeing the R.O.B for a long time.
Yeah. definitely something to consider. You know, the trade-off of speed and power that the dichotomy of the Aegis lends you is certainly something that R.O.B is in the middle of, but doesn't excel at either one of them. So, definitely one to consider, and especially going down to a very questionable.
He's going down to Flavor Town. Yeah, like where is he? What's he doing down there?
Robots don't have taste buds. What is he doing down there?
Yeah, look, it's just.
Oh my word, yeah.
I feel like ledge trapping between these two is really interesting because R.O.B does have a lot of good reversal options, but you're also in the R.O.B Ditto, so you're inherently fighting against R.O.B at the ledge. So you can get some good reversals, but other times you could just get stuffed down. Now that was a good drop down up air because up air just loves covering things.
Gyro cutting short the drag down up air that time around. As you said it was snuffed out by the 2-1 factor reverse there.
The secondary
active hitbox came out earlier because he was turned around. And now we'll see John try to fight back again. Lone gyro, though, going to get Zomba some clearing space here.
I feel like John is really looking for this up tilt right now. If he secures this up tilt, then boom. Like, did I just see the gyros clang together and fly away?
Not only did R.O.B's clang out, but the gyros did
too. Goodbye, my friend. Why would you? Okay. Oh, try it again. You're going to up smash again? No, you're not. Good job. Oh, we live in. R.O.B is bad. Confirmed. R.O.B is really good. Confirmed.
Changing minds as
what the hell was that?
Changing of the seasons here. And John fighting back to make it a 1-all match. And I want to say your little analysis before, not really expending a lot of moves that would either whip or hit on shield and Zomba capitalize on. A lot more reserved, a lot more patient gameplay from John is
what's Brandon doing? No, put that away. If you watch this stream back, just know I do not support your peace sign. It's unfortunate for you. Go do something else.
No, we don't want peace here. No.
We want war. We got 2 robot operating buddies going to the front lines for us.
We've had like 6 Terminator movies to teach us this lesson, and we have not learned it.
Oh, goodness. And now they're just flying around each other. I want there to be some point in the match where they're both just up being directly up and the camera just moves up with them as they both fly higher and higher. Yes. Harder than
I love it.
And I feel like with R.O.B, you'll see a lot of like what I think Yoda Cage called. Oh, don't go up there.
Why
I can get up there too.
He went up for his opponent's gyro and paid the price for it.
Apparently. Man. I think what Yoda Cage called. Oh goodness, what was I gonna say about it? Oh goodness, I forgot because
chasing the gyro up there, or no? It's okay.
We'll find this later. Yeah. It will come back to me in a vision.
And John, off the back of that stock, is still just shutting out Zomba right now. At least keeping to that right side, and now
double fair,
pivoting to the left side and still staying on top of Zomba.
Nah, John is in something different right now. Like we saw, I feel like this is a complete shift of game 1 in the sense that John isn't wanting to jump forward anymore. He's the one jumping back now, which has kind of forced Zomba to be like, okay, well, I can't stay at this range forever. At least I want to do something.
Yeah.
I think I'm better than you, and I want to play you. And then John lives off that. He's like, I'm gonna down tilt.
Absolutely. See John go coast to coast here to get that snipe of the laser. Zomba tries to answer back, but no purchase found on it. And again, him just hanging back, not even risking going out against that R.O.B is lending to that reserved gameplay style that you mentioned.
Oh, goodness gracious. No. They shook hands on the floor.
That's the
like you're both doing handstands. It's like, hi, bestie.
That's how babies shake hands. They have to be on their belt.
They're shaking.
Oh, wow. Just beat out that down air.
Yeah, so the 30% decrease in knockback from hitting a wall is coming in clutch there, and so is R.O.B's weight. What are you doing? You know he didn't mean to press that, but I'm still going to make fun of you anyway. What's wrong with you?
That little sneak of expending an option we don't need to, just snuck out.
And
this Zomba is taking an inch and making a mile out of it. Look out! And gone! Yes, sir!
Choo-choo. The Broly Express is on its way!
Unbelievable, just night and day turn of situation there. But, I mean, that's why Zomba is first seed. And right now, John's staring down a 2-game swing in order to fight back here. Again,
at least it isn't a 3-game swing.
That's true. That's certainly one to bolster your efforts and get your mentality right. But again, he had the moments where he was playing reserve. He was letting Zomba have to be the one to move in. So we'll see.
And
if
then I think at some point he just lost the lead, and then Zomba's like, all right, the thing you were doing, I'm going to do it better real quick. Come here.
anything you can do.
We're raising
Zomba,
the roof twice. We're adding 2 new levels to this facility.
Step on the gas pedal and apply that early pressure, and it has paid off 80%.
Oh, I remember what Yoda Cage called it. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'll let you have a
so
moment.
I feel like with Rob's frame data, we're going to see a lot of what Yoda Cage calls the square hole option of if you throw a gyro at Rob, he's most likely going to be throwing out a move anyway and accidentally catching it.
I knew as soon as I heard square hole, I knew what that was going to be. I love those moments.
That's right. If it's in the square hole.
And then the girl on the side TikTok like,
what? Dude! Oh, and while we were not paying attention, Zomba losing his first stock once again. I think this is how Game 3 started as well, correct?
Yeah, Zomba had early control, and then Rob John rather.
They are both Rob.
3 letters, yeah, really punching my card there. But yeah, John played a bit more reserved after realizing the situation and came back slowly but steadily. But now it's not really panning out that way. We have an opportunity here, but Zomba was able to get that up air out in time before we saw a potentially devastating down air from John to counteract that.
Low-key, I think getting hit by that up air was one of the best things John could have done because, like, he was in a very disadvantageous position, especially with Zomba being out there and higher than him.
Oh, yeah.
Getting hit by that up air sent him back to center stage. Now, ultimately, he did die, but, I mean, like, you're Rob at 170. You're going to get hit by something.
True. All true. And with that gift, John is in more reserved, recognizing when Zomba's going high, then he pursues, and when Rob's going low, he's not going to chance it all that much. Great, it all adds up in the end, so down smash only connected once.
Do you think Robs know when they're going to down tilt, or when the down tilt's going to trip, or do you think they just, like, buffer the option in advance and just hope it does?
I think it's a part of their programming. I think, like, it's decided, but, like, they just go through the motions.
It reads, like, 3 bars of code, like, if trip equals yes.
It's the algorithm. There's some logic behind it, but nobody knows what it is.
Okay,
down, up tilt, up air, yes sir.
I wouldn't have guessed right on that. I don't know. Actually, I genuinely don't know if John guessed right on that. But
nah.
It didn't look like it.
I'm an 0-2er. I will never find that out. And using his enemy's gyro, but not panning out that way. Zomba locking down that right side, realizing, again, John just hopping high, and he's just free to get hit from those up airs.
I feel like Zomba is putting himself in a position to where even if he does get hit, it's like the least consequential hit ever. And if it does trade, well, then he just has lower percent. So he has he has a higher percent, but now he can just reset, and now he's gonna come back to him. Goodbye.
No, yeah,
John upset about that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, there were, again, like I said, shades of John adapting the Zomba's playstyle very, very well. Obviously, he won the round because of it, that he did win, but all told, I think he just got a little too thirsty, realizing it was a 2-1 situation. The pressure might have got to him just a little much, but, it really just speaks to how much of a threat Zomba is, and, if you get him snowballing, that just causes an avalanche for the entire set afterward.
And it has like an inverse effect of like, okay, I can feel this momentum swinging. You can have 2 options. Either you can calm down and probably give in to that, because sometimes that just does happen. Even if you calm yourself, you could still get outplayed.
Yeah.
Or you go batshit insane and then you just like try to break the flow of things, which has a funny effect of imploding sometimes.
Yeah, it's a real tortoise and hare situation. Either you go full burst with hair and you try to dash to the edge, regain as much as you can, as quick as you can, or you just go the slow and steady route, the tried and true stuff that works. You know it's gonna pan out for you in the end. But
Rob's one of those characters that has access to both options.
Yeah, like you said, very diverse toolkit for all kinds of players, and he certainly had a semi-spectacle there. And
there was a lot of up moves. I did see a lot of up moves, a lot of multi-hits, a lot of edge guards.
51% up moves. Everything else was the versatility. But, yeah.
Rob's our load-bearing wall. They all just,